40 hours a week with no pay, how would you feel? This is currently how college basketball players feel right now. Their teams are making tens of millions of dollars. Their coaches are making $2 to $5 million, and they're making nothing. I have 4 reasons why college basketball players should be paid right now. 1, the imbalance of the division of money in college basketball. 2, it might get them to stay longer in college and earn their degrees. 3 is a counter argument against an argument that people have brought up that is saying college basketball will be incredibly imbalanced when the basketball players are actually being paid. And 4, it'll make the players perform better out on the field. So the first one is the imbalance of the division of money right now in college basketball. I have a graph here showing exactly how much money some of these basketball teams are making a year. They're making 42 at the most, down to 16 at the lowest for the big schools in money a year. And they're paying their coaches, the lower ones would probably pay $1 million to $2 million, and the top ones would pay $5 to $7 million. And they're not even the stars of the show. The coaches aren't even playing on the court. The basketball players are the ones who are playing. And they're making nothing. And they're working 40 hours a week in practice and school, so they can't have part-time jobs, or it's a struggle to have a part-time job so that they can do what they want to do on the weekends. The second point that I have is that they will stay longer in school if they're paid. Now, a big reason why the really good basketball players leave, the one and dones, leave after their first year is because they could make $10 million, $5 to $10 million a year in the NBA. And I don't blame them. I'd go make $5 to $10 million too. So if they were earning money in college, there would be more reason for them to stay in college and finish their degree. This could also help the less popular players too, because they would be earning money and they would want to stay as well. They wouldn't transfer all over the place. The third point I have is a counter argument against how imbalanced college basketball will be if they pay their students, they pay their athletes. This is a complicated topic, and rightfully so. They're saying that the top teams like North Carolina and Duke and Connecticut, Louisville, Syracuse, all those teams will have an unfair advantage because they're making so much money that they can pay their athletes more. My argument is that not already true? These teams are already winning a ton of championships, with Duke and North Carolina winning 5, and there's only been 30 teams to ever win the national championship. So these teams are already incredibly good. This isn't going to change anything. They're still going to be balanced, and if they're not, they can incorporate a salary cap. It's done in most professional leagues that to make it so the teams that are earning a lot of money aren't imbalanced. They won't be able to pay get the best people on their team because they're paying them way more than everybody else. My final point is that the players will play better if they're rewarded monetarily. So this goes on 2 parts. One, on their mentality. If they don't have to worry about where they're going to get their next paycheck, how are they going to be able to eat food, and how are they going to be able to have fun with their friends and pay for all the stuff they do, then they will be more likely to be focused on their school and, of course, their play. So this would relieve stress off of the player and make them play better on the field. It would also be like a sort of incentive. The best players would be making the most money, and they would feel like they earned it when they go out and play their best game, when they go out and score 20 points a game. That's another reason why it would benefit to pay the players. In summary, players should be paid for what they do. They are the stars of the game. The coaches are not the stars of the game. The team is not the star of the game. It's the players that play and win. And they should be rewarded and compensated to show that they are the star of the team and the reason why the team is earning all that money.